Ladies and gentlemen, Wes here from the Imaginarium of Wes MiSENER. Another video here today for you. Wanted to talk about what I like about Rick Owens. He got really big, like super mainstream. I don't know, probably like 4 or 5 years ago. I mean, he's been big for a while, but he was really, really big there for a bit, and everyone was into his aesthetic and stuff. But I want to talk more about what I like about him, and kind of maybe if you watch some of his interviews or you study his work or read his books and stuff, that you can learn from him. Like, what I really like about him is that he's super humble. Like, for like a really big world famous fashion designer, he just seems like probably the same guy that he was when he was living in LA, like just working out of the studio. I mean, like, obviously his life has changed in a big way. Like, he lives in Paris now, and like he's selling a lot more stuff. His line's a lot bigger. But what I really what I really connect with him is that he just seems like a humble kind of guy that just was into fashion because he loved it and because it's fun, not because you want to make money or get famous or get recognized. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, if you read if you watch some of his interviews or read his books and stuff, I don't even think he expected to become famous. Like, one of the things in his interview said, like, for better or for worse, I'm gonna launch my line and express myself. Whether I'm poor or like, living in squalor, he just kind of, he let it go. Like, he was completely detached, from the outcome and what would happen, and what was most important for him was just, expressing himself and listening to his voice inside. So that's one of the things that's resonated with me about him. And if you watch some of his interviews and stuff, like, he starts to, tell people, well, how, if you're a young designer or starting out or trying to build your career, it's kind of like, how can you get big? Like, how can you get better? And he's like, work, like, do your work. Like, you don't need to be out partying, you don't need to be out, schmoozing it up. Like, if your work's good, people are going to notice. If your work isn't any good, you can go to all the parties and schmooze it up all you want. It's not really going to do much for you because you don't have something to offer. Like, you have to have a viewpoint, you have to have something unique, you have to have something very personal to you, that because when it's personal to you, then it's unique to the world, because nobody's going to design the way you design or have the ideas you have or the inspiration to do something. So it kind of goes beyond people just copying or just following whatever's in trend, like whatever's on trend at the current moment. Like, if you're gonna, be like a Rick Owens type designer, like, a lot of avant-garde work, or have a certain aesthetic and really stick to that and really believe in that because that's what you like, then, you have to really let things go and just like work your ass off. Like, do it because it's fun, because it's enjoyable, it's exciting to see new pieces. I feel that way myself too. Like, it is hard work to be, consistently making things, and especially things that'll take a long time. Like, you're not going to get gratification if a piece takes you a month to make, like, right away. It's gonna take a long time. It's gonna be a lot of hard work, and maybe sometimes even by the end of the piece that I made, I'm so exhausted that I'm not even happy at that point. I'm just happy it's done. But then in, like, a week or a couple weeks, I look back on it and I'm proud and I'm happy and I like the way that it looked and it came out. So study Rick Owens' work. You can learn from other designers as well. There's tons of interviews on YouTube. There's tons of books in the library. You can go to the bookstores and just sit there and comb through fashion books and autobiographies. I mean, I read the one about Giorgio Armani. I thought that was a really good one as well. Like, I felt like I learned a lot from that. So it's do your own thing, but you can learn from other people and appreciate what other people do. I want to thank you for watching, everyone who's liking, subscribing to the videos, thanks very much. All my information is below. You can donate to my work, my online store is below. You can find out more about me on Instagram. I want to thank you for watching again, and we'll see you soon. Take care.